A game I haven't covered in a long time has just come out of the shadows with a new name, a new publisher, and a whole lot more information that we're going to go over in this video. So if you find it informative or enjoyable, click that like button down below and leave a comment with your thoughts. Projekt Z, now renamed to Projekt Z Beyond Order, has gone from a failed Kickstarter not even a year ago to securing Modus Games as a publisher and actually setting up a company structure, which is just awesome to see. For those who don't know, 314 Arts were one of the first developers that I've ever covered on this channel with their first game, Police Infinity, which was, it wasn't good at all. They took a lot of the feedback and criticisms back in the day into account and are now one of the biggest success stories that this channel has covered, even with a failed Kickstarter. I'm so damn proud of where these guys are at now. For those not in the know or haven't seen any of my coverage, Projekt Z Beyond Order is an atmospheric first-person co-op zombie shooter set in World War II. In this game, you can play as a diverse crew of survivors, each with their own unique abilities to unravel the secrets of a Nazi-controlled island. I've been covering it for a few years now, and I'm really excited to see this game actually come to fruition. It's one of my most anticipated indie shooters in the scene right now. One of the major changes to the game that we've seen since I last covered it is they're moving away from their grid-style EFT-esque inventory system to a more Dying Light-inspired based inventory system. And now that we're seeing it here, it makes complete sense. This isn't a looter shooter, it's not a hardcore tactical FPS, it's Nazi zombies with a narrative, and every system that goes into this game needs to be cohesive with the overall vision. And just showing some of the concept art here and some of the early implementation, I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's obviously an early work in progress, but I'm excited to see it implemented and actually working. With this, they've also redone the radial menus for consumables, as well as how containers function within the game. This is actually something that we're in the process of right now in terms of the containers and the looting, so it's very cool to see their process and what they decided to come up with versus what we're doing internally. You guys can see their base grunt here with all of the damage models intact. This actually looks pretty dope. The texturing on the zombies super nice. The flicker animation, it's killer. Whoever's doing their animations, love it. From weapons to character to everything, I like what I'm seeing. And then when you see it peeled back with more gore, daddy likes the zombie, but I also like my ad revenue too, so I really hope YouTube doesn't age restrict this video. They show off two of the main characters that you play in this game. The first is Alina, who is your medic. She comes with like a medic gun with different syringes that have both positive and negative effects. And then you have Gustav, who is a World War I veteran, who is your tank class. LMGs, and he's used for holding positions and basically covering flanks. They aren't ready to show off the others yet, and I'm actually not sure how many they're going to have in the game, but they do tease that one of the upcoming characters that they're going to show comes equipped with a flamethrower. And every one of these characters has an intro mission that shows how they got to the island, which is pretty badass. They definitely need some voice actors to really drive that home, because even in this devlog, they say that they're doing all the voice acting right now, and it's not professional. So I'm guessing that they have plans to replace and update those voice lines in the future, but it is coming together. Here they show off the building system you can utilize in your hideout, complete with new animations and UI to make it easier for the player to use. So as you go out on missions, you can find and bring things back, even NPCs that can help you build and manage and run a hideout, which can, you know, earn you resources. You can maybe do things like craft ammo or upgrade weapons, and then you can take that and go out on missions as you're kind of uncovering the storyline that goes alongside it. One thing we knew about but we never saw was that ability to secure and rescue NPCs, bring them back to your hideout, and they help you manage things. Here we see a really early version of this, and they say that in order to get them to your hideout, so as you're running through the mission, you come across an NPC, you have to escort them and keep them safe through the rest of whatever mission you're on, get back to the hideout, and then they're fine. That's sick as fuck. Not enough games do escort missions like this, especially in the FPS space, and this actually rewards you for exploring and potentially coming across them. You then have to find a key, unlock the cage, and get them back. The big part of this devlog was the workbench feature that allows you to customize and upgrade your weapons, and they show off a ton of attachments. Basically what they're saying is, obviously it's like alternative history. On this Nazi-controlled island, there was an operation that basically a bunch of scientists and engineers engineers tried to come together to figure out ways to reuse and utilize different parts for different weapons. So it's explained in the lore, but this isn't an authentic World War II experience. They do have guns with a lot of different attachments, a lot of customization, and I gotta say their workbench looks like what the day before was showing off like a year ago in their trailers, but here it's actually functioning and working well. So, you know, they got that going for them. Overall, it seems like these guys have gone from a ragtag group of passionate developers and friends to a company that actually got their shit together. They're creating style guides for UI, concept art plans for missions, and essentially took a step back last year and figured out how to approach this game from a more organized and deliberate viewpoint. And it's clear that even though we haven't seen a lot of huge leaps in this devlog from where they were in the past, you can see that they have a more solid footing underneath them, doing things like the style guides, creating a YouTube channel for all of the devlogs and all of the information, organizing their Discord. These guys are becoming a company, and I honestly just couldn't be more proud. I really want this game to succeed, and I can't wait to cover it and play it in the future when we have the chance to do so, because it's looking pretty cool. And it's clear to me that these guys are actually taking this serious. They're putting in the time, they're putting in the effort, and they're grinding it out, and they're making it work. If you guys do want to check out their YouTube channel, their Steam page to wishlist the game, I'm gonna have all of their information down below. And if this interests you, I'm curious to know down below. Let me know what you guys think. And while you're down there, leave a like on the video. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, why the hell not? Click that sub button for all the Indie FPS news. My name is Big Fry, and I'll see you on the next one.
Why now?
Hey you. I'm stuck in here.
I'm empty. Reloading.
That bunker. I don't know how you're gonna get in, but hey,